Throughout high school, you might be sitting there feeling unmotivated. Maybe you're a 60% student and you're really struggling to get those 70s. You seem to be able to get female attention, but maybe not in a romantic sense. It only seems to be in a friendly manner. It was only around late high school, maybe 16 years old, when I realized there was a gap between me and what I really wanted to be. I remember being a little bit nerdy in high school. Like, maybe when I was 13, 14, I was very much into video games. I didn't really play school sports. I was relatively intelligent, and I wasn't very masculine. I was quite a nice guy. And I remember there was this popular kid in my class, and he seemed to be really good with ladies, but I was a little bit resentful of him. He was taller than me, he was more attractive, he got the girls that I wanted. And I remember him also not being very good at school. He was failing in most subjects, and I resented that. I was like, oh, how's this smart guy getting all these girls? And you can say it's something like genetics, but I'd say it's confidence. Other day, now at 18, around 4 years later, I went to a pool bar with some friends, and I bumped into this guy from when I was 14, speaking to a girl who I think is relatively attractive for so known her since about 14, both from high school. And he was just drinking and smoking in a corner. And I was standing there. I'm obviously a lot more confident now. I've developed myself. I can speak to women. I'm earning money. I'm educating myself. I'm studying. I'm driving. I remember this feeling of confidence I got when I slowed down, and I had this feeling as if he was almost fighting for my attention. And the girl who was sitting next to him, I remember putting my drink close to her. She pulled the drink close to her, and she was like protecting my drink for me. It was almost like I don't know, it felt like some sort of cheerleader. While I was playing pool, she was watching, she was keeping my drink for me, she was asking me how I'm doing. And there she had these two guys sitting at either side of her, smoking, drinking, talking about things that are irrelevant towards moving your life forward. And then she messaged me the next day saying, oh, it was so great to see you and we should make plans. And I found that so fascinating. How the ones who start off here will often be burnt, and they will want a fucking reason to get here. But the ones who start here, they get cozy. They aren't hungry. Their bellies are full, they're warm, they're comfortable, they're getting validation even though they're not improving. And eventually they end up here. So if you feel behind, if you feel that you need to catch up, use it to your advantage. But don't feel like you're wasting time and that you've lost time and that you need to immediately jump on the bandwagon. If you set the goal too high, you will fail. If you say tomorrow I'm starting a diet, I'm getting a gym card, I'm going to go 5 times a week, I'm going to read this book, I'm going to apply for this degree, I'm going to get my learner license to drive a car. If you set the goal too high all at once, you will fail. So find something that you want, but be fucking patient. This isn't Instagram where you get rewarded every 3 seconds. If you really want something, you will tell yourself, I will work for it as if I will only get it in 1 year from now. whether it's a body or an education or social skills that allow you to get better friends and get with a woman easier. Just know that when you set the goal, it will take long. If it didn't take long, it would not be worth anything. But to have that ego primordial feeling of going to that bar and getting attention from people who I once deemed more confident and popular than me, to have the script flipped was such a rewarding feeling. It felt like all those years I'd put in from grade 10, which is around 16 years old, to now, those 2 years of time that I put in developing myself. I felt so rewarded for that. And I want that for you too.